So, in Magic, mana is squirrels? No, in Inscription. But how is that Magic like?
It's just a joke because squirrels are like a running gag with Magic: The Gathering, where
Are they really?
they're like, yeah, they are a very supported like tribe. Shockingly, there's a lot of squirrel cards in Magic. And it's kind of a joke because like one designer thinks it's really funny, and it's just kind of gotten it to stick.
Oh well, good for him.
Yeah.
So you draw one squirrel per turn.
All right.
Squirrel doesn't attack. It only has 1 health. I'm setting up a lobby.
All right.
And in order to summon more cards to your side, your little grid of 4, you have to sacrifice a card. So a squirrel is 1 card, so if you have anything that is worth 1 blood, you sacrifice that 1 squirrel and you play something that is 1 blood.
All right.
If you want to play something that has a value of 2 blood, you have to sacrifice 2 of your 4 cards that are currently played.
Yeah.
Up to 4.
Right.
And then I guess it is Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, in that each side has a health pool, and it's like if there's nothing in front of a monster to block its attack, it does damage directly to the person you are fighting or yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like not cumulative. It's like it's not like, oh, once you reach 200 hits or whatever, once you hit 6 hits, whoever's first to 6 wins. It's like a best of, so you have to like do 5 hits of damage to them before they can do 1 to you, or else you've only done 4 damage. It's like a little or it's a scale. It's a scale that is like directly on the screen that you see weighing down with each hit.
All right. Interesting.
Also, it's goth as shit. It's very Halloween, so you've missed it.
Yeah, I guess I can't play it until next October. We've officially entered Christmas season.
I have good news about the second act of the game in that it is perhaps no longer quite as October.
So are we talking more January or...
I don't know how to answer the question.
Fair.
Okay,
yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm gonna get water real quick.
All right.
Okay, sorry for interrupting.
It is okay. So is it just for the computer? Like,
it appears to be just for the computer. I have to imagine that like the system requirements are not hard to meet because it's like a 1 gigabyte card game.
Yeah, and card games feel like things that should be on like the Switch, especially.
Yeah, let's see.
Anyway,
do you have at least 4 gigabytes of RAM?
Yes.
You're probably pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I can play a card game. Like, yeah. If I can't play a card game, somebody screwed up.
Oh, also the thing about it is that it is also an escape room. You can just stand up from the table at any time, and you're in a cabin, and there are puzzles.
Oh.
Yeah.
This just piqued my interest.
Yeah, it's cool.
I wonder if those escape room games are any good. Which they're essentially just like puzzle games. But
yeah,
with, like...
I've wanted to do escape rooms before, but then every time I look at the price to do an escape room, I'm like, costs this much to like try and do it as short as possible?
Yeah, the prices of escape rooms are always absurd. Like,
yeah.
It's too bad because they seem like they would be fun. At least to try like once. Then it's like, we expect you to cough up $100 for an hour of entertainment. And it's
yeah,
just like,
pretty much.
An hour max. Ideally less.
Ideally less, because once you hit an hour, we're kicking you out.
Yeah, you failed. You lost.
And
Get
then
out
they
of
call
our
you an
site.
idiot.
Yeah. They seem like they'd be neat. And I respect the ability to like theme them because there are like so many different varieties of it.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
Yeah,
But also, you don't have to pay $100 for it.
yeah, it's too much. Yeah, it's
Oh, I need a Wrath Duel.
yeah. I will check it out, see what it's like. See what happens.
I am surprised it got its hooks in me the way it has.
Yeah, and I am a card game guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I mean, like, it's roguelike in nature. It's a card game, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
I go back to the beginning of the map. But your escape room progress carries over.
That's good.
You'll always have that.
Yeah.
I need one warm pelt to make the stupid teddy bear hammer. Let's go just murder Kelby real quick.
All right. Sounds
I mean,
good.
feel free to not join me, but that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah, obviously. I'm bored. I'm not doing anything, so I haven't eaten yet, so whatever. Whew. So, how's your day been?
Oh my god. I had a day off. I slept in a little bit. I went grocery shopping. I did my laundry.
Yeah.
I know. And then I played some
Crazy.
Description. And now this.
Yeah.
And this evening I will be going on a non-Taylor related date.
Nice.
To trivia. Bar trivia. I haven't done bar trivia in a minute, so I'm excited for that alone.
I should do some bar trivia now that I am no longer afraid to leave my apartment.
Yeah, we should do some bar trivia if we ever have nights that are the same.
Yes, we should. I mean, my nights are usually pretty open after we get past like 6 or so.
Yes, mine can be. It's just, like this week I did actually have a lot of evenings where I was pretty free, but I was just exhausted.
Yeah, and it also depends on like what day I happen to have tests, which is always
Yeah.
an issue.
Where are the Kelby on this map?
Yeah, bar trivia would be fun.
Do our knowledge sets overlap too much?
Probably a fair bit, but I'm guessing that there's enough like random stuff we know that is different from each other that wouldn't be like a complete like what's what I'm looking for, like duplicates or whatever.
Probably. I feel like I should know where the Kelby are on this map.
Yeah, I don't know where they are either. So you're going with someone, and then is it like just like she already have a group, and you're just kind of hopping in?
I believe it's just going to be the two of us, I think. You know, that's a question I should ask soon.
That is interesting. I usually associate bar trivia teams with more than 2 people.
I also do, but you know, we'll play it. We'll play it as it lies.
Sure.
Like I said, the thing that's carrying my excitement at present is I haven't done bar trivia in a while.
Yeah, and I mean it's a great first date. Like, I think. I don't know.
Get to fucking impress and/or embarrass yourself in front of someone. Hey, look, it's a Chameleos.
It's sort of a good way to make a first impression or not make a first impression.
One of those two, or both. Kelby.
No, good luck with that. I hope it goes really well. Where are you going? Like,
a bar. I should look up the name of it. It's only like 10 minutes away from me, which is nice.
yeah.
It's a Kelby Horn.
I don't think I'm super familiar with that side of town, so.
Oh, well, that was my dog hitting that Kelby. That's another Kelby Horn. There's a Chameleos and a Valstrax on this map at the same time. Those are some heavy hitters.
Yeah, this one is intense.
For a gathering tour.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear what Tim's like venue tour or whatever he said he was doing is. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, maybe he
Especially,
is becoming composer in residence of, I don't know, the theater downtown. That doesn't make any sense. Why did I say that?
you had hope.
I'm just speaking nonsense, man.
Yeah. High quality pelt. That's not a warm pelt. Can I only get warm pelt from low rank stuff?
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a high quality pelt now.
Nice. I have a fire beetle.
Wow.
Don't patronize me.
I will. I will. I will stop being a patron at your service.
No, wait. Patronize me.
I'm sorry you wanted to go bankrupt. You know I was the one pumping the most cash into your business.
Yeah. Him.
Okay, Tim.
Anyway, he's going to be on in an hour or half hour.
One of those two.
Anyway.
Give me that Kelby. Give me that Kelby. Give me that Kelby in low rank.
All right. Have fun doing the Kelby or whatever. And I'm just going to kind of...
Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah, I always storm in the castle. And by that I mean walking randomly around and picking up mushrooms.
And by that I mean picking up mushrooms. Why are you... There we go. Is that... Hello? My microphone is drooping.
It happens to everyone.
It happens to everyone. Don't be shamed by your droopy mic.
It's fine. Like,
Droopy
there's pills
Mike
for that.
is my wrestling name.
Droopy Mike. Droopy Mike is my the name of my hot dog shop.
Droopy is a real word, right?
I think so. I associate it with like kind of like flaccid because I just had to make it like as explicit as possible there, I guess.
No, I think that that's a pretty obvious analog to draw.
Yeah, like
Flaccid Mike
drooping.
sounds worse, though. For obvious reasons.
Yes. Now, Droopy Mike's is definitely like a place you can get some sort of like very American food. I'm not sure what that American food is, but
God damn it, it's very American.
yes.
Kelby Horn. Kelby Horn. Come on, give me your pelts. Kelby Horn. I want your skin. No, not another Kelby Horn. Give me your skin.
I don't think yelling "Give me your skin" in an animal is a good way to
What?
get the skin.
What animal wouldn't give me your skin? What animal wouldn't?
I don't know. Ask
See?
these Kelby, considering that you haven't had any success yet.
I mean, you got me there.
Can't argue with results, and you have none.
I could try to argue with results. Hell, the entire business of sports statistics is arguing with results.
This is true, I guess.
In one manner, at least. One could argue that it is arguing in favor of lesser seen results, I suppose. Or results that aren't purely win-loss.
Yeah, I guess. I have no opinion on this, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes it is arguing with results, and sometimes it's like confirming results.
Yeah, yeah.
But really,
the
the
thing
only
you said.
the only statistic in sports that matters is the W.
That's. I'm always talking about the W.
Yes. Anyway, good old sports statistics.
I have watched like probably as many hockey games already as I did all of 2019 and 2020.
Oh yeah, yep. I'm in that same boat. I have been watching a fair amount of hockey, and some hockey that isn't even my team.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that I haven't done.
Is your team officially the Blue Jackets at this point?
Oh yeah, I mean
Or
even more so with all the
yes,
goddamn cockamamie, goddamn
I
horrendous,
figured.
terrifying crimes.
Yeah, it's bad over in Chicago.
It's bad over in Chicago.
Yeah, that thing was kind of a huge mess. Kind of. It was absolutely a huge mess. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, really glad that exactly one person has been like actually punished.
Don't work. Well, the guy who did it is in jail, but
Well,
for
all
a
right.
different
Yes.
thing.
Yes. But
And
no, yeah, that's
then who's the other person?
uh, Quenville.
I suppose, yeah.
He actually did get fired.
He did. Shovel
Well,
Dayoff didn't, for reasons.
yeah, I don't really get that one. I don't know.
Everyone's just been like, no, he's a fucking stupid moron who wasn't important at all, even though he was like the general manager in Rockford for those guys and then the assistant general manager in Chicago for those. It's just bad.
Yeah, that's kind of a situation where like I can sort of understand, kind of, but like it's a situation where like either you're stupid, or like you're or you like help cover it up. It's like there's no good way of putting it. Like if he's
Yeah.
stupid, then like maybe you can argue he deserves to keep his job, but like it's not a very good argument, and like he
No,
doesn't really
and it's
come
the
out
only
looking
one they're
good.
making.
Yeah. So
They're like, no, Kevin? No, Kevin's a fucking unimportant moron. Ignore him.
yeah, he wasn't high enough up to do anything about it, and it's like, all right,
It's like, I
this
feel
is
like he
dubious.
super was, but okay.
Yeah, but it maybe something will actually like get done, because there's been a push from the I've heard at least Wayne Simmons, and I'm sure that this is something that's shared by a group of people, that like there should really be a third party to like oversee these things that like players can go to, and it's like yes, there should be.
They should be.
So maybe that'll
Also,
happen.
shout out to the NHL Players Association for once again being one of the worst unions to exist.
Oh yeah, it is really great how the man who we know knew about it and did nothing also gets to keep his job. It is the NHLPA is just shockingly terrible.
Yeah, most, like, I feel like other players' unions, like, do things for their for their members, right?
Yeah, in theory, yeah,
Like, this one seems to exclusively care about escrow,
yeah.
and, like, that's it.
It's very strange that like I think hockey should be more aggressive in suspending people who do dangerous things.
Yeah, you would think they would want to protect, like, the people who are getting hurt instead of the people who are hurting them.
Yeah, and I get the strong sense that if you tried to do that, the Players Association would have a lot of issue with it, even though like it's their members who are getting injured.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you said, like they represent both the guy who shoves a guy into the boards and a guy who almost got his head knocked off getting shoved into the boards, and you'd think they'd take the side of the person who almost died, but that doesn't really seem to be what they want to do.
No, that's not their priority, which seems fucked.
It's pointed out a lot, and I don't necessarily think this is like damning, but it is interesting that Tom Wilson is the Capitals like NHLPA rep,
Yeah, also,
and
like,
and that's
George
just like
Peros.
yeah, and the fact that like the guy with the whole like sports line of let's kill people on the ice again is like the
Yeah.
is the guy who's deciding who gets suspended for stuff.
The guy who has a clothing line called Violent Gentleman.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
I wonder
it is
whose side
unfortunate.
he's on.
Yeah, like, God, I would love if there was just like they hired a guy who's just like, I'm actually going to do something here. Well, there's so
Yeah.
much like random shit that like, I'm of the opinion that there should be a automatic 1-game suspension for a cup check,
Sure.
just like that kind of shit where it's just like it's not even necessarily like super violent, just like you're gonna do something stupid, you're gonna get tossed for a game.
Are you mad because of me, Rathalos? I would advise you to leave so that the Kelby can come back.
Yeah.
Because I do need one more high rank pelt.
And this also ties into just the general, like, yeah. I wish hockey was
not bad.
Just slightly less violent. But it's been I've been watching hockey and
liberal wuss.
True. That's me.
You fucking shit of peace.
Yeah, I'm shit piece. Shit o piece.
Shit o piece. My favorite Irish figure. That one was uninspired.
Yeah, it's fine. But I have been enjoying hockey this year, partly mostly because my team is doing very well.
Because Connor McDavid is gonna like break Gretzky's scoring record. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of absurd. It doesn't make any sense. Oilers games are fun because there's a lot of stuff happening. Because like they don't necessarily play great defense, but they sure do play great offense. Like I did the math, and they are scoring at a rate of over 4 goals per game right now.
That is up there.
And like they haven't been facing great teams, and that's obviously going to like normalize a bit. But like we're 10 games into the season, like you can start drawing conclusions.
That's 12%.
Yeah. Like we reach a point where like, yeah, this team is going to score a lot of goals.
Oh, I just picked up Elder Dragon Blood as a shiny. That's nice.
Ooh.
Give me the fucking Kelbies.
I'm also very excited for when the Oilers like break the record for the best power play percentage, which I think is something that probably will happen.
I'm excited for Alexander Ovechkin to get 50 goals at age like 35. God,
like I always felt really bad for Ovechkin going into the season because it's just like this guy's gonna start receding at some point, and like there's a very good chance that if he like actually played full seasons, like the 5 years that outside forces forced him to like not play, that he would just beat Gretzky's record. And
yeah, he missed half a season because of COVID, half a season because of a lockout, and a full season because of a lockout.
Yeah, where it's just like there's just all these things, and it's like, man, if he had that, he would definitely break the record, and it still looks like he's going to break the record.
Yeah, granted, Gretzky also had a lockout.
Yeah. Well, Gretzky gets a bunch of records. He can suck it up.
He can suck it up. I'm always saying this. But like, I think it's if Ovechkin scores 50 this year, he just has to average 30 goals a season in his last 4 seasons.
Yeah, like that's totally doable for him.
For Alexander Ovechkin is extremely doable.
And look, it wouldn't shock me at all if he just goes on and has another like 50-goal season next year.
Sure, and like even if he only has a 40 and then a 30 and then a 20, he'll play 2 or 3 more seasons to get that record.
Yeah, I'm pulling for him, and so is everyone else, including Wayne Gretzky.
Which is super cool. I mean, very Canadian. Super cool.
I like Gretzky. He's not like the most interesting guy, but he seems like a nice dude.
Yeah, I haven't watched any like TNT stuff, so I don't know how he's been doing like as a broadcaster, but
I think he's fine. Like he plays well off everyone else, I think, from what I've seen, and like it helps. Like they have Chuck on a fair bit, so and obviously like he can pretty much make anyone interesting.
That's true. I'm looking at things that I need to do for the shit ton of hammers I wish listed. Do you want to fight a low-rank Nargacuga? Do you want to just absolutely fucking destroy a low-rank Nargacuga so I can get a single black fur?
All right, we need a single black fur, so like we don't need to cut anything or anything like that.
Also a single marrow. No, not specifically, I don't think, but like we will probably, just because I'll play Gunlance, you'll play Hammer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Low rank. 2, 3, where are you hidden?
But yeah, so I'm excited for this season of hockey, and it's been kind of fun so far. There've been some stuff that like is unexpected.
Yes, like stuff has happened.
Yeah, it's been a fun season so far. I've been having a good time, and like the Blue Jackets are doing pretty solid right now, right?
Yeah, they're like not bad, which is everyone's just like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, they beat the Avalanche last night, which is cool.
They came back
'Cause,
from 2 goals down to beat the Avalanche last night, even.
yeah, they're fourth in the Metro because that division is hell.
Oh, sure. But also, like, I think the majority of Blue Jackets fans are just like, hey, if we manage to somehow make the playoffs, baller, we didn't expect that. If we didn't,
Yeah.
great, we'll have, like, maybe 2 top 10 picks.
Yep. No, it's been fun, and I'm always excited when the teams that are supposed to be great aren't great, which is
I also like Mark. Why am I taking? I don't need. I like also that Marc-Andre Fleury is bad because there's a bad team in front of him, and hopefully he's bad for a couple seasons with a bad team in front of him, and that ruins people thinking he was ever an amazing goalie.
sure.
He's gonna make the Hall of Fame, and I'm gonna be salty about it.
Why do you think he's a bad goalie?
Just because until he had he had about 2.5 seasons of time in Las Vegas where he actually like put up good numbers that were like above average at all. And other than that, his entire career he has been like pretty much exactly average. And people went from haha he has a funny personality to haha he is one of the all-time greatest goalies because
I mean,
look at
pretty
how
fun.
many wins he has. That's a stat that matters. And he's going to get into the Hall of Fame for it, even though the Hockey Hall of Fame is notoriously stingy for letting in goalies.
No, he's got a Vezina or whatever. He's got the hardware.
Yeah, he has exactly one of the hardware.
He's got the trophy.
And then he played behind Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin for a decade.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that doesn't hurt.
He's Chris Osgood, but he has a personality, I guess, so people think that he's good.
Yep, he has had a lot of luck in just playing behind just the best teams.
Yeah. Literally for like 15 years.
Yeah. And he played against the great Penguins team and then got picked up by Vegas and then played behind a great Vegas team.
Anyway, Hellboy's good.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad that you finally are into it.
And like I said, it's what I was wanting Moon Knight to be.
Yeah, it's very fun, like cosmic nonsense.
Yeah, and it's a lot. It's just like, hey, let's just. I mean, it's fucking actual just paranormal investigation shit. Which
Yeah, if that's what you want, you'll also enjoy BPRD, which is it's a bit more pulpy than Hellboy. It's a little bit less like kind of cosmic dread, and the art's not as good, but it is that kind of thing.
yeah, but it's more hunting vampires and like zombies.
Well, mostly frog people in the first part, but definitely some vampire and zombie hunting.
And then I guess the very start of the Hellboy comic I read, which is that was the omnibus I read like the start of Hellboy?
Seeds of Destruction?
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah. That's the
Okay.
one where like that's like with the frog monster that kills Professor Broom.
Yeah, it starts with a frog monster.
Yeah, that's the first comic.
Okay. I was like waffling. I didn't ever look it up, but I was like, this feels like I think this is the first one, but also there are a lot of things about this that are that feel like they're playing off of information you already have.
It definitely kind of throws you in, and it's just
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah, like we're not gonna hold your hand on this one. But it does give that does give the origin though, doesn't it?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Nazis did the thing.
Yeah, so like that's the first one, and that's
And
that's about as much as you need to know.
Yeah, and they were led by a Romanian vampire
Rasputin.
who is Rasputin.
Yeah, that one's always fun. But like, one of Hellboy's main enemies is Rasputin, the guy who hung out with the Tsar.
I should heal. I have not
Uh,
paid attention about not dying.
nah,
How is this thing
no big
still
deal.
not blue? Is it because I haven't been paying attention?
I did not hit him a ton because he was jumping around a lot,
Oh,
and
that's true.
this is my first like sustained like assault.
The thing I was confusing was, is Girescu, is that, is he's different.
What?
That vampire guy is not Rasputin, or he is?
I think he is different. I'm
Okay,
faking a bit.
yeah, they just... One was, Rasputin was the master who was listening to the fucking Eldritch dragons,
Yeah.
and Girescu was one of the
Yeah,
Romanian vampire who was just like, hey, these Nazis seem all right, and like I can take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's it. No, that one's the whole thing with like the Ogre Jihad is always a lot of fun with that, which is like this complete nonsense.
Also, there were those homunculi, and one of them was a cool guy.
Roger's great. He becomes a like a side character in a bunch of stuff, and he's always a lot of fun.
I'm glad that Roger sticks around. Hellboy
Yes.
named him in the car.
Yes. Is that the one where they also have the aliens randomly pop in?
I don't think aliens have popped in,
All right.
but I'm not surprised to hear that there will be aliens popping in.
There's like this one, like, I can't remember where it happens. It's been a while since I read it. I'm thinking about going back and rereading everything, but there's like something happens, and there's this random panel of like these aliens in a spaceship, like monitoring what's happening on Earth, and it's just like, it's happening, alert the mother base or something, and it's just like there's these aliens now.
Sure.
But no, Help was great, and it's a lot of fun. And if that's what you were hoping to get out of Moon Knight, you'll really love it. Because it's exactly what it gives you, and the art is great. Like,
Yeah, the art's very fun and distinct. Like, all of the... Is there a word for the onomatopoetic words in comics?
I am not sure. I'm sure there is like an actual word for it, but I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head.
Let's Google. Is there a word for comic book onomatopoeia? Thank you for filling it in after I typed O-N-O. Oh. It seems like they just get it's just onomatopoeia.
Yeah,
Well,
makes sense.
yeah.
Too bad.
Too bad.
I do love that onomatopoeia.
Anyway, it's super stylized and distinctive in Hellboy.
Yes.
Like, just the complete empty lettering is very good.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of one of my other favorite things in comics, which is when a character gets a super special text bubble. Speech bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always fun. Like, comics are great, and the way that they've like played with the medium has always been good. Like, there's a lot you can do visually with it, and there's a lot you have to do visually with it to like actually like send messages. Yeah, comics are good and fun.
Comics are good and fun. Okay, do I have anything else that's like low rank that I had on a wish list? Did I have anything longsword wish list? It's been a minute since I played longsword, so probably not. Because I've been adding wish lists more recently. I did make that dual blade set. I should look at that ever. There's so many weapons in this game.
Yes.
Has anyone
there are
ever
really
noticed that
a lot
about
of weapons.
Monster Hunter games?
No, I don't think it's ever been commented on.
I don't think it's ever been commented on. We're just letting the days go by.
Yes.
Let the weapons drag me down.
I don't know that song well enough to...
And you may find yourself in Kamura Village. And you may find yourself in
A beautiful house.
Moga Village.
This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful guild barn.
Okay, that's good. That's... You're worth 10,000. And the days go by.
That was sold to you up.
And do they keep repeating "and the days go by"? I don't actually know any of the words to that song.
I don't either.
Okay, and you're the Talking Heads fan here.
Yeah, and I actually like that song and that band, even though I don't necessarily listen to them a ton.
It's okay. There are so many bands and artists like that where it's like, yeah, I like them. Do I listen to them? Oh, of course not.
Yeah, well, Talking Heads is... The problem with Talking Heads is that they are a very good band that is, like the music nerd... Like, it is a band very much for music nerds, and that a bunch of, like, music nerds have, like, attached themselves to as, like, this uniquely great band that I don't fully understand why. I like them a lot, but it's also just, like... I don't know. They're, like, kind of critical darlings for a while in, like, the 80s and 90s.
I don't trust music critics.
Fair.
But mainly when I say that, I mean Pitchfork is stupid and elitist.
I mean, Pitchfork is stupid. They said when they win changed all their ratings. So it's like...
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they like, changed, like, 10 albums where it's just like, we've reconsidered our ratings on these, and some of them were, like, pretty significant. I mean, it was entirely stupid. But then, like, one they changed from, like, 6.7 to 7.4, and it's just like... That's not a difference. That's not a change. You went from it's pretty good to like it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty stupid. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure actually the only band to ever exist is Radiohead? And the only
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the only musical artists outside of Radiohead are Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Those are the only three musicians.
Yeah, yep. Definitely that's my impression from all the music critics I've talked to.
Now, how many music critics have you, Jordan, talked to?
Let's go with 5.
Okay, that's...
It's a nice even number.
It's not even, but I understand.
Yes.